Hey everyone, Cralopix here, and today I thought I'd do another Rainbow Loom mural. Now last time I used a knitting loom to do a Pac-Man inspired mural, but I found a new method of doing murals. It's by Izzalicious Designs. I'll put the link in the description box, but Kate calls it her move it forward technique. And since mine's a bit big, I'm using 2 looms, so I'll link to her extended loom move it forward technique. So I thought I'd give that a try and see if that'll make things go a bit quicker and easier, and see how that goes. You guys can't see, but I'm using gray. So I thought I'd do a quickish design. It'll be just a simple Nintendo controller. I wanted to try this technique, not on something big just yet, although funny, I always say that, but my non-big projects tend to end up being pretty big. My trial projects. But I guess, you know, the old adage, go big or go home, right? So, I'm very interested to see how this comes out. Like, if you're limited on loom space or looms in general, I think this is a good technique. I was very excited when I saw the video. And Kate's tutorials are very good. She'll take you through the whole project step by step. You know, not just show you a little bit and then complete the rest off screen. She'll do the whole project with you, which is nice. I really like these Rainbow Loom murals. I'm not sure why. I mean, there's nothing particularly special about them, I guess, but I really like making them, and I haven't hung any yet, or I haven't given any to anybody yet, but yeah, I like making them, and I think they're pretty cool. They turn out pretty nice once you complete them. So just using double bands again. It's funny, my design is just 13 long, and unfortunately one of the looms only holds 12, so I'm just one off, and I was like, it would be weird if I try to squeeze off that one row, so I just didn't even bother. When I went to go visit my mom in the States, I stocked up on Rainbow Loom bands, especially the clear and the black and such, because I knew I wanted to do a lot of murals. And I also got some of the really fancy, like dual colors, or the ones with the gold or the silver sheen, just to try them out, see what they looked like, see how they worked. And yeah, because trying to get rainbow, like the variety of loom bands that's available here in Australia, is kind of limited, and like twice as expensive for some reason. But yeah, that's Australia for you. We always get charged more. But yeah, I was so happy. Like, I put it in order, and because it was over like 60 bucks, I got free shipping, and I was like, yeah, this is the deal. And since they're so tiny and light, it's very easy to bring home. like they didn't take up a lot of space or a lot of my luggage allowance. So went all the way around. Actually, every time I do go to the States, I have like a shopping list of things that I need to pick up. I pick up perler beads, rainbow loom bands. What else do I get? Snacks. Definitely snacks. Whilst Australia has some delicious snacks like Tim Tams, I do miss out on American snacks like real Cheetos. They're kind of hard to come by here in Australia. I'm really sorry that I don't have a better background to show this, because it probably looks like I'm just, you know, like you can't tell what it is that I'm doing because of the clear pegs, and the bands are black and grey and clear, and so I'm really sorry. I really should invest into some different colored fabric here. So my next trip to the craft store, I'll have a quick look at some different colors to use. I've got the blue one, but unfortunately, because I did a pop-in cooking, I usually use that for pop-in cooking, and I got it dirty, so it's in the wash pile. So I need to find some other colors. I wonder what colors would be good. What colors would you like to see as a background? Like, is yellow too bright, or is orange too bright, or too gross? Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see what colors might be good. I mean, I don't want anything garish. That's why I don't go with the white, because it seems kind of blinding when I use it. Like here, just looking at the white bands, it seems a bit much for me, so I can only imagine for you guys. But then again, hey, if white's okay, let me know that too. I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. That only makes sense, right? What I'd actually like to do one day is to make a huge, gigantic mural. Like, maybe go for like the largest Rainbow Loom mural. It's kind of intimidating to think about it, but I also think it would be really fun to do. But I reckon I'd have to come up with something a bit more sturdy than these Rainbow looms, because they're kind of meh at the moment. At least my set anyways, because I take them apart quite often. You'd think they'd be loose, but no, they're just hard to jam in there. And these are both official Rainbow Loom looms, so I don't know what's up with that. I can only imagine how many bands I would need. Like, I don't even know what content matter to do. I haven't given it that much of a thought. I just think it would be so cool. Yeah, so far so good on this technique. I think doing Rainbow Looms murals in general it's quite tedious, but I'm not sure if this is more or less tedious than the method I was doing before. I mean, because you have to change your setup after every row. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm liking this so far, but yeah, I'm just not sure. At the moment, I'm not sure which one is more effective. Maybe I'll do a side-by-side, you know, the same project using both methods, and we'll see how long each one takes. Maybe. So my grey bands, I did just oil like right before this. So while they're not greasy or oily or anything, which is really nice, but the smell from the oil is quite strong. So I recommend not using them straight away. I mean, you can obviously, but like I said, the smell is pretty strong, or if you're in a well-ventilated room or something like that. So just be careful with that. Although I'm not using the official Rainbow Loom silicone oil, so that might not even have much of a smell to it. But I can't get the silicone oil in Australia, so I have to use a substitute. And I definitely recommend using the oils because it keeps your project from drying up and cracking, keeps your bands lasting longer. So it's kind of funny, but like I usually use my knitting loom to do my murals, but I've never actually knitted on it. Like, I've never actually used it as it was meant to be used. I've only ever used it for Rainbow Loom. Like, it was a really cheap set, and I thought it was good because it was adjustable in size, because it comes in a bunch of pieces that you connect together, you know, to change the size and whatnot. And if you wanted it circular or square or oval, anything like that, you could do it with this kit. So I thought it was good, and it was like $10 or something like that, really cheap. But I've never actually knitted anything on it. I've never used a loom for knitting, so that's kind of funny, or not. I played Nintendo quite a bit when I was a kid. In fact, I still have my original Nintendo. I thought it was the best thing ever. Got it for Christmas one year and thought it was the best. In fact, it was the system that I got my mom hooked on video games, so now she plays about as much as I do. It was actually Dr. Mario that hooked my mom. Just sitting there playing in my room one night, and she came in. I was like, "Mom, give it a try." She did, and I went to sleep with her still playing. Yep. Cool story, right? And now that we have mobile games and Steam, it's very easy for me to get my mom hooked on new games. also recently, as in last year, Nintendo released the Nintendo Mini Classic, which is it looks like a Nintendo, but it has like 30 Nintendo games on it, and you hook it up to your TV, and it's like an emulator really, but it's official, and it looks like a Nintendo, an NES. It's very cute. Of course, I had to get one, and I know my partner actually got it for me, and it's a good thing too that he ordered it, because it was very hard to get one after that. Very hard. Like, they were out of stock almost immediately as soon as they came into the stores. So woohoo, I feel so happy. I've got one of those, and I've got a bit of a collector in me, so I like collecting little things from Nintendo like that. I have every single type of Game Boy made out there, Game Boy and DS, and quite proud of that fact actually. I do play them, and yeah, very happy with my collection there. So yeah, back to this Nintendo Mini Classic. A lot of people were doing mods and such, as they do for these electronics systems and such. They hack them within like 24 hours, and someone was able to put, so it comes stock with 30 games, right? Someone was able to put like all 900 NES titles onto his Nintendo Classic, his NES Classic. That's nuts. Don't know how he managed it, but it wasn't something I wanted to try myself, because I didn't want to wreck my Classic just in case it bricked it, and then I can't get another one, and then I'd be out. So yeah, but it's quite interesting how they managed to do that. I'm sure I'm not sure, so I don't recommend it. I'm not sure if it's safe or not to do, but it seems like a lot of people have done it without any adverse side effects, like wrecking their console altogether. But yeah, it's really funny what people manage to get up to and create with these things. Also, I've seen people create their own controllers, because the original Nintendo controller, which is what my point of this story, original Nintendo controller is quite sharp and hard to hold for any extended period of time. So I've seen one design where they kept the whole aesthetic of the controller, like the colors are the same, buttons are in the same position, but the corners have been kind of rounded off, so it's a lot more comfortable to hold in your hand. So I thought that was great. I think it's a good idea, and maybe I can blame all my failures at like Super Mario on the controller. Pretty sure that's what the problem was. I have never beaten that game without cheating. Thank you, Game Genie. Let's see, what game am I playing now? I'm playing, I always have several games going at the same time, unfortunately, just like my craft projects. But my main game at the moment is Yoshi's Woolly World on the Wii U. I like it, but it's quite tedious, because you're forced to get all of the hidden items, which means you have to play the levels over and over again, which is okay, you know, playing it over again once or twice, but me, I'm particularly poor at that kind of thing, so I have to replay the levels like 10 times and such. And last night my brain obviously wasn't in it, and I got really frustrated with it. It seems like a really easy level to me, but I kept dying and I just couldn't understand why. And actually, now that I think about it, actually my partner pointed it out to me as well, that that game is made for me because it's Mario, it's Nintendo, and everything's made out of like yarn and different types of crafts. So yeah, it's a cute game. The graphics are really nice. Like Yoshi is made out of yarn. He looks like a little amigurumi. Very cute. Yeah. Still a hard game. I can't say that I have a favorite Nintendo game. There are so many good games that came out and kind of paved the way for games today. It's really hard. And I like some of the obscure games as well. So I guess I don't really have one favorite of so many. And then there's some that I do absolutely hate because I just can't win at them at all. At all. Okay, here's my Rainbow Loom controller. It still needs to be worked a little bit, but yeah, it came out nice overall. BA select start. Please, I can't play Contra for the life of me. But yeah, that's how it looks. It still needs to be worked quite a bit, you know, just to even out the tension so that it sits properly. But you know, raw, that looks pretty good. I can tell that I've made a mistake over here, but with my crossover bands, but other than that, it looks good. I am quite pleased. So yeah, maybe I'll do another video comparing the two methods that I've used. You know, do the same project both ways, and we'll time it and then see what the end result looks like and compare it that way. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!